Hello everyone, we have Amit here. Amit needs no introduction, and I would really want to congratulate Amit for the successful second series, which is from all about Section 377 to still about Section 377. And we're really privileged to have Amit here with us. I'll just ask a couple of questions from Amit to start off. First of all, Amit, congratulations, and we are really happy to have you here.
Thank you.
My first question for you is that, in the recent wave of change, when the legal framework is evolving and we're almost there when we talk about Section 377, and when your web series has been gaining so much traction amongst the youth, so the legal change as well as the social change that your web series is bringing. So do you want to say something about that?
Well, I just feel that it's a great thing because maybe that's a signal showing us that we're doing something correct. Because the environment is supporting us, the universe is supporting us, and things are falling into place. It's a kind of a rhythm that everything is falling into. For me, Section 377, the law, is not as scary as homophobia in our country is. And that's primarily what our web series, Still About Section 377, talks about. So it is a web series of the LGBTQ, but it's not for the LGBTQ.
Right.
It's for the entire world to watch. Whatever the sexual orientation may be, I urge people to watch it because it can change a lot of mindsets, it can break a lot of prejudices, and it can bring about a change. And that is what the importance of Still About Section 377 is. And I'm glad that it's coming up at a time when the whole country has been talking about it, because people are confused about what Section 377 is.
Correct.
And I feel that a visual representation of the dilemma gone through the LGBTQ, if represented correctly, can actually help people to get educated on what is actually LGBTQ. They're not your silly comedians who are dancing, and it's not only about sex. There's a lot more to it.
Yeah, great. You're getting a lot of reality, if you will, on the screen. So we're very happy to see us being represented in our true faces, in our true forms.
Sure.
So thank you for that. That quickly brings me to the next question, which is about HisStory campaign of ours. So I would like to ask you about your personal journey, about your story, as to how you've grappled with probably difficulties that you would have encountered, or while you were making these two web series. Any special anecdotes that you want to share with us?
Well, I just would like to say that every struggle actually helps you to grow. It actually brings out the best in you, and that is something that I have always believed in,
Right.
and that's always happened because I have believed in it. If I didn't believe in it, it wouldn't have happened. It is a struggle to make an LGBTQ web series. Even personally, I had to go through a lot because I have never acted, and I had to act because nobody was willing to play a gay character.
Okay.
So they were okay if the boy was straight acting or if he was masculine, but if they wanted to come across as feminine. So a lot of actors actually shied away, and that was my first struggle in the first season, which I eventually had to land up in that role myself and then do it. Because it is difficult to direct and act at the same time, and especially when you've never acted before. Luckily it worked. Luckily a lot of people appreciated it rather than pulling me down or rather than making fun of me. So that was something which was really, really encouraging. And we got a lot of appreciation from people all across the world.
Wow.
We had the screening of the first season at the London School of Economics.
Beautiful.
It won the best film at Berlin. And this year, when we decided to launch the second season, we actually premiered it at Cannes. So, it was something which was really big. It was something that made me feel proud of what I'm doing and proud of everyone who has supported me to do it. Gulshan, Ankit, Mustafa, we still haven't gotten paid. And I think that, they just came together.
Yeah.
They probably have nothing to do with the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, absolutely.
But their heart was completely into this,
Yeah.
and I really, really thank them.
Absolutely.
Gunjan, she has refused to take money even though I was paying her.
Wow.
So I think that they have really helped me a lot. And without friends and without these people around me, I don't think I would have been able to do it.
Yeah.
Of course, I do get nervous when I have to do a certain scene. Of course, I do feel that what are people going to think about me, because at the end of the day, I'm a normal human being, and everybody goes through these kind of issues when they're entering into a situation which they've never really faced before. So But I've been very fortunate that the people around me are very positive, and nobody has made fun of me, or nobody has really tried to bring me down. I have also not let them do that. So I just feel that it's what you decide for yourself. And of course, people do make fun. I get trolled on Instagram. I have people messaging me all kind of things. Recently there was this this question thing that's come up on Instagram, and people like send me some atrocious messages, but I just feel that I just laughed on them. Like I just laughed on the dumbness of those people. I just laughed on their ignorance.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, I did it more times. So then they kept shut. So so initially you do feel bad, but let it just last for a little bit of time, and then just move on to the next thing, because that's what everything is about. So I did go through those ups and downs because I had to play such a character also, and also because because of everything, like because of our society, you have to deal with such shit. And I'm going to literally call it shit because it is shit.
Absolutely.
And but I'm happy. Today I'm very happy that our series is releasing. It's going to reach out to so many people, and it's going to make a difference to the world. And I know that it will make a difference.
It definitely will, and it's actually going rounds in the film circles and across the world, international film circles. And I'm so happy that you are playing that part, because I don't think so nobody else could have really done justice to that part but you. And also our heartfelt gratitude as a community goes out to all the other straight allies who have actually become a part of this journey with us through this web series, as the characters as well as the audience. So thank you so much for your time, Amit, and all the best.
Thank you.
And maybe we'll have a line of sight into the third season coming soon.
Well, I'm currently looking for sponsors, so if anyone is up for spending some money, then please get in touch.
Yeah, cool. Thanks a lot, Amit.
Thank you.
Go. Storytelling is an art, it is a science, and it can be done in a lot of ways. All of us have grown up listening to stories from our grandmothers. We've seen storybooks as they've grown up. We've also seen a lot of videos, a lot of literature on stories, be it contemporary, classical, modern, so on and so forth. There's a very different way of storytelling that we are about to experience right now, which is through music. And we have Rydell here with us, who's a vocalist, in fact a lead vocalist for the web series called All About Section 377, which is also now Still About Section 377, the part 2. So Rydell, we are very happy to have you here with us, and would love to hear your story as a part of our campaign called HisStory. So why don't you talk about your story?
Yeah. So I discovered music when I was probably in class 6 or class 7. And at that time I used to play for my friend. I play the keyboard and I play the guitar.
Okay.
So I used to play for my friend at the school programs. And my dad's been a huge blessing in my life, because my dad's side of the family sing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So my dad was the one who trained me in the time after that. But my father used to take care of the practice for the programs.
Okay.
So it was, I think, once during the program practice, that my friend was singing, and there was a specific note that he was not able to sing.
Oh, okay.
So he kept trying to sing it, and it didn't happen. And I don't know, khudi thodi der baad, that note just came out. It just happened.
Wow.
And I think that was the moment where even I discovered that actually I had something. So that is the day when I actually started to sing. And after that, I've sung from the age of 11 up till now.
Wow.
So yeah, music means a lot to me.
Beautiful. That has been quite a musical journey for you.
Yes.
And coming from a similar, but obviously not that same. I'm also a vocalist, so I can totally imagine what he's saying. And a lot of times what happens is parents do not really support the decision that us as kids make, especially when it's the radical choices of careers. But I think that Rydell and his father in this situation have been really supportive to really.
My entire family.
Oh, great! Yeah, so it's a musical family.
Yes.
So on that note, quote unquote note, let's hit that note and let's listen to Ryder. In fact, he can, if you don't mind, you can hum a couple of lines, sing a couple of lines for us from the web series, Still About Section 377.
So when we had started to shoot for the web series, that time Din Shagna had no male version to it. So I have sung Din Shagna over there.
Wow.
So I'll sing just a few lines from the movie. Din Shagna da chadhiya, sakhiyo ni bera sajiya. मेरा सजना मिलया सजना मिलन बधाइया नी साजन डोली लेके आना नी मेरा सजिया.
Wow. I need a moment after that. In fact, that this song has stayed with me since quite some time because I have a sister and she'll get married, and whenever this song plays, I'm like, oh my god, eventually she'll get married. But now this song has a new meaning. So thanks for bringing about that change, and thank you for being here. But before we let you go, one message for the community and for the audience out there who's waiting with a bated breath for the second series of Section 377, and also about your journey and your association with interacting with the LGBT community, especially because you're a straight ally. So any message that you have for the rest of the folks who are watching you?
So before I started the journey with all about Section 377, my brother, he's been friends with Amit for a very long time. And I met Amit through my brother. And it was through him that I watched the first season of All About Section 377. And before that, to be honest, I could say that life as a whole, for people like us, when we think the way we think before we know what the actual truth is, we live in a very hollow life. We as individuals are very hollow, and we as humans are very selfish thinkers. For us, it is either this way or that way, but there is no, there's no balance to both. But after I've met such wonderful people and I've spent time with Amit and friends who I've met through Amit, it's taught me so much over the time, and that actually I feel that if you have to find true friends ever and true mates ever, it's with people like them, and they teach you what life is all about. So All About Section 377, it might be a web series, but it also has a message for people like me who in the past have been so narrow in the way we think, that I think it's high time we encourage the others to see something like this and grow as individuals and not be the kind of people they are. I mean, I could come up with really bad words, but since I'm on camera, I wouldn't. But we as individuals must grow and must look at things from a more wider perspective than this.
Absolutely.
It's been a great journey so far. I've loved this project. Like I said, this is going to be my biggest project ever.
Wow. So that's really encouraging and a very strong and heartfelt message for the folks out there. And I would really want to express my gratitude and from the team He Travels to you for spending time with us and singing that beautiful song for us. That will stay with me. And all the best for your musical career and the journey ahead. And lovely having you here.
Yeah,
Thank you so
for
much.
having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.